you reading that tweet, if you can read in between the lines, she actually really just told you she was gay. Yeah. She said it was nobody's business. So basically, we knew what she was talking about.
I just feel as though, like how everybody is, she was tired of hearing the scrutiny about it, and I think she finally wanted her voice to be heard and for others to be heard that were probably in the same type of situation that she was in. She's like, I need to just say it. I might not boldly say, hey, I am a lesbian, but if you read what I'm saying, you will understand that this is who I am. And I follow Raven on Twitter. I love me some Raven Simone. So it's like I was proud of her that she finally admitted, said, yes, this is who I am. And basically she's doing for everybody else who needs to have a voice.
Do you think that parents out there may not, because she's basically a child-oriented star. Most of her audience are young people. And for the older people who follow her, it's because they followed her when they were kids. All of us remember Raven Simone. They remember That's So Raven. We remember The Cosby Show. We were kids when those things were on. Do you think that parents now may not want their children watching That's So Raven, may not want them to buy Raven's music, or may not want them being part of her fan base because she's now identified as a lesbian?
No, because we didn't hear anything negative about Raven growing up. Yeah. You know, she was never.
She pretty much stayed out of the tabloids.
So if you stay out of the tabloids, you all right. You just gay. That's fine.
That's right. You also have to think if you've heard the new song "Same Love," Miranda Lambert, she's a child. Like, she sings child's preschool songs. That's what she does for a living. So no parent has had a problem with her songs being sung to their kids. So why should Raven Simone have problems acting in front of them?
Right. Yeah.
Another celebrity that came out earlier this year by the name of, you all know this man very well, Clive Davis. He is the 81-year-old Chief Creative Officer of Sony Music Entertainment. And he revealed in the soundtrack of My Life, that was a book that he wrote that was released in February. He wrote that bisexuality is maligned and misunderstood, adding that, quote, I'm not lying, bisexuality does exist. For over 50 years, I've never had sex with a male. It wasn't restrained. I had very good sexual relationships with women. He also says that he was never confused, that he knew what he liked and that he liked both. Clive Davis is also very known for working with stars such as Aretha Franklin and Alicia Keys, Barry Manilow, Christina Aguilera, Kelly Clarkson, Leona Lewis, and Jennifer Hudson. And he says that he's been in a strong monogamous relationship with the man for the last 7 years. Also, in May 2011, CNN anchor Don Lemon decided to come out of the closet. And in May 2012, Anderson Cooper came out of the closet. Why do you think that over the past really almost 2 and 3 years, especially within the past 2 years, so many high-profile people are coming out, and they're big names: Raven Simone, Clive Davis, Don Lemon, Anderson Cooper. What do you think is happening?
I think they're coming to the realization that they don't need to cover it up anymore, because if you think about their age and when the era that they grew up in, it was, if you're gay, we're gonna discriminate you, we're gonna like do all these tarnished things to make you reform back into what you need to be. So I think it's like they're finding like, well, this is a new era, I can be who I am. I don't have to live in dark, I don't have to live in the closet, I don't have to be afraid of who I am. So I think this time and age, they're coming and say, hey, I can be who I want to be. It's like they're not like the black sheep anymore of the crowd.
I think also it's pretty cool that they're probably out there like, okay, well, people are saying gay is bad. Well, you know what? I'm gay. And I've been a child, like in Raven Simone's case, it's like, I've been a child star and you guys have loved me all this time, and if you're going to have something bad to say about gay people, well, I guess you got a problem with me then.
I think the norm is definitely changing, and as long as you continue to see shows like The Fosters or Modern Family, when you have a character, because I know a lot of us growing up didn't have someone to look up to like that, So it's definitely changing. I think it's awesome that people in these platforms, these high profile cases, are doing what they do, because we're going to have the younger generation are going to have that person to look up to.
I think it's I think it's because gay people are being more accepted now. Yeah. I mean, we've come a long way. Well, you know, transgender and gay, we've come a long way, and the world is more accepting. I mean, and you go somewhere and you see a group of people, and you see like maybe 4, 5, 6 people. You can about bet one of those people in that group is gay, and gay is like, we're like 50% straight, 50% gay. You know, the gays, you know, we're up there now, and we're out there, and we're not ashamed. We're loud and we're proud. Yes, also the transgenders, and we're just being accepted more. And I think that, okay, they say now we don't have to hide it. You know, I'll get out there and advertise it and let it be known, and let my ratings go up, and get big ratings like Ellen has done, like Anderson Cooper's done. You know, they're all successful because they're out in them, telling about their sexuality. So I think that's why.
And I also think that it's also it's actually educating the community also, because the media portrays us as dramatic this, and we either pedophile this or queen that, and so you have people who are at a height of their careers, Anderson Cooper and Don Lemons, who are prominent people, on TV, and even with Raven Simone, they're positive folks. So I guess they're educating people and changing the norm of what people think gay is.
Yeah, to piggyback off that, just kind of being a mass communication major, and Anderson Cooper is my icon. Like I have a little picture of him like in my room. Like he's who I aspire to be like in my field, and to hear him come out, for a lot of people just thought, this is just a guy. For me personally, seeing him come out, it almost made me cry a little bit, because that's who I don't want my sexuality to be the forefront of my career. But I don't want to be able to, if I want to go to a function, I want my husband with me. I don't want to tell him like, "Hey, this is my brother." Right. That whole like that brother who's been living with you for 7 years now. Like that special friend that your grandma is just kind of hide in the kitchen somewhere. So just to hear that Anderson Cooper did take that stance. Because in mass communication, you are taught to kind of talk a certain way, and you are taught to kind of carry yourself a certain way. So to hear that, there is someone else like me who's in that field, who's in that spot that I want to go to, it's positive to see. And, you may not think that these people, someone is out there, you're not affecting, but he affected me. He made me realize that I need to keep pushing, and that I can keep pushing even as a homosexual. I can be the next Anderson Cooper. So
let's switch gears here for a minute. I want to have the chance to talk about this term that's used in the LGBT community a lot. The term is called being on the down low. And for many people out there who may not know what this word is, according to Wikipedia, the term is an African-American slang term that refers to a subculture of men who usually identify as heterosexual but who have sex with other men. Some withhold sharing this information even if they have female sexual partners. Now, although Wikipedia lists it as an African-American slang term, I think it's important for our listeners out there to know that anyone can be on the down low. That the title, that the phrase is such that anyone can fit around that caricature, if that makes sense. And how many of y'all remember the 2004 interview on the Oprah Winfrey Show, where a man by the name of Jayr King. Jayr King is a New York Times best-selling author and a publisher, as well as an HIV and STD prevention activist. And he mentioned on the Oprah Winfrey Show at that interview in 2004, he says, quote, "The desire I had creeping up on me deep down inside, I had a desire to be with men. The desire was so strong that it overrode everything that I knew." Excuse me. It created this whole secret life that made up stories, that I would make up stories and cover up my tracks. A life that he says destroyed his family. He says that one of the reasons why he decided to live on the down low was because of the stigma for gay men, and that he didn't want to see himself that way. He said that at the time he was married when he was living this down low behavior, and that he came forward because he thought about his own daughter. and his nieces. Now, his wife, who is named Brenda Stone, has since remarried, and King says that he is now trying to find him a suitable mate that he can be open and honest with. In regards to secretive gay lifestyles, and I think that's why it's appropriate to let our audience know that the term down low is not just an African-American term. Really, it's in any one term. Anyone can be living secretive gay lifestyles. Have any of you all, and I guess since this is about a man, I guess I can direct this question to some of the men in the room. Have any of the men in the room ever been approached by another man that was married?
Apparently, how love goes, that's the only thing I ever talked to is someone on the down low. I don't know how to talk to someone who's out or who's gay, doesn't have a wife and or a girlfriend. So I deal with it every time I step into anything. So
what about you at the three, Jayr, Sterling, or Tavares? Have you all ever been approached by a married man before?
Yeah.
Hold up. I want to bring. I want to bring.
You ain't getting away with it.
I want to bring the microphone. I want to bring back the microphone. No, it's okay. It's okay. This is a very good. This is good. Okay. When you were approached by this married man, how did you feel about that?
I mean, personally, the down low actually really gets on my nerves. I despise somebody that's on the down low. But then another part of me has to realize that everybody is not ready to come out. But when I was approached, I was like, oh, are you serious? Really? You know, there was a part of me that was, you know, shocking of who it was, but then another part of me was like, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to know. So I tried my best to stay away from that. And at first you have to be upfront with people. When someone approaches like that, you have to tell them like, no, that's too much baggage. I can't be involved in that. But I personally despise anybody that's on the down low.
Has anyone here ever been picked on or bullied by someone and later found out that they were attracted to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let me just speak on that one right there. You know, this whole you know how the true thing that a down low or a closet person, their best friend is Facebook.
Yes.
You know, it's so many times that so many guys who have, you know, said things, key basketball players who I've heard saying derogatory things about me and derogatory things against homosexuals, and then to later on in the school year, you know, start that, hey, what's up? Can you help me with my homework line? And then the homework line turned into, hey, I think you're attractive, and then it turns into, well, once you just the person who was just saying, you know, like the F word and all this, I just think that, you know, yeah, just like don't. I'm not that person that, you know, you for the lock. I gotta come around the door and knock twice, you know, to get in, you know, and you know, but you know that's how those down low guys are. You know, they want to drop you off 2 blocks from the house and stuff. No, you finna drop me off.
I'm halfway down.
Hello, they got your different name in the phone. You know, your name ain't Tavares in the phone. It's Tavares. I'm like, no.
Question mark, don't answer.
Yeah, you know, like.
I've actually had Rachel in the phone before. That was my name in his phone before.
Hold up. Russell, you said that the man that you were seeing or that you were associating with, that he had your name as Rachel in his phone.
Yeah, I was his little cousin.
Oh, you were his little cousin.
Yeah, it was his little cousin Rachel, and his phone was waffle and find out.
Do women have this same type of behavior? I know we talk about the down low as if it's only with men, but does it happen with women too? Quickly tell us a story.
Not me. But I know one of my friends. They swear to the heavens above that they were not. But I guess one day, it was a boy's name in her phone. She asked me to answer it. I answered it. I said, hello. She was like, yeah, babe. I was like, I think it goes both ways. It's like, it's crazy that we have to do this just because you're scared of what another person says. I just say, just be who you want to be. I don't know why, because girls going down low too, they have a boyfriend and then they have a girlfriend too, and it's like you start feeling, and then it's like they start feeling more way towards the woman, and then they like letting it's just crazy. I don't know how to explain it.
I just wanted to touch on that subject. The down low works both ways. I know at least 2 people, if not 3 or 4, that are straight as a board and hiding in the gay closet. Like, they will say that they are lesbian or they are gay and then go off with the opposite sex. And it's ridiculous. Like, they say